All right, y'all. We did it. We did it, and it's amazing. We did it, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful. With Season 3, there's been a massive overhaul to the skill Nova, Lightning Nova, for the Sorceress. You now have your synergies in Telekinesis and Charge Bolt on Nova. But why run Nova when there's an item that casts Nova for you? That's right, you can run all of the synergies on an enchant sorceress and just throw Nova. We did it. We built the Season 3 Nova Synergy Warshrike Sorceress. I think hands down the best looking build in the game. Look at how shiny and new this sorceress is. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about the gear loadout. So obviously we're using Warshrike. Warshrike, which comes along with 30 IAS, 50% chance to pierce, 50% deadly strike, huge ED, and then the 25% chance to cast a level 40 Nova. You can just launch these things, and if you pierce, each time the Warshrike pierces, it has a chance to cast Nova again. To be able to augment this and to best utilize the skills that we have for it, we're using Dual Dream in a Bone Visage and in a Kite Shield. You can use a Monarch, you get more block out of it. You don't need block. You're a Warshrike Nova. Throw Sorceress. To be able to get up to the amount of IAS that you need to hit the maximum breakpoint, which is a whopping 9 frames. We're using High Lords for that increased attack speed, the additional deadly strike. We're using a Tooth Throw, so we have one 15 IAS ED jewel in here just to be able to get over the 89 effective IAS that we need. And then the rest of it are ED max damage jewels, because remember, in Season 3, enhanced damage, max damage jewels now work and are no longer bugged. The best part about Tooth Throw is that with this 34 deadly strike here, we are at 100% deadly strike, so we are always critting. Then you also have 40% chance to open wounds, which is really good, especially for boss killing. And then you have some other stuff in here too, some strength, some fire res. Pretty decent stats. We're using Magnus Skin, mostly because with the 20% pierce here, we're hitting 100% pierce with Warshrike's innate pierce and then also Razor Tail, but also the 20 IAS is the last bit that we needed to hit our max breakpoint. We're using 2 Ravenfrosts. Now, realistically, you would want to be using... Now, realistically, while one Ravenfrost is really good for the Cannot Be Frozen and the increased attack rating, you'd want something else down here. Maybe a Bulkathos ring, maybe a set ring, but these work fine just for the purposes of showing it off. Also, the additional dex is nice for the ED on Warshrike. And then we're using Gore Riders, Fast Run Walk, Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, Open Wounds. You can't complain about these. For our charms, for the added damage in the attack rating, since a lot of this is actually a really powerful physical build, we're going with 3 max AR life charms down here. Realistically, you're going to want some resistances because the build itself doesn't have a lot of resistances, but what can you do? You're attacking from 1,000,000 feet away, so you really don't have to worry about that. And then an Eyeless Charm and your Hellfire Torch. On the swap, we have a Call to Arms and a Lidless for pre-buffing. And one of the really important parts about this is that you're going to want to also cast Enchant on your swap, since you have more plus to skill on this side. For the Mercenary, we're using Infinity and a Man Catcher, and then a bunch of survivability and increased attack speed stats. Obviously, this is beta, so I'm just using like a generic kit, because I know my Mercenary will stay alive with it, but you would drastically increase the effectiveness of this Mercenary with a lot of additional stats, slams, sockets, all of that good stuff. So, at max buff, we have 2 to 11k on the throw damage alone, and then on top of that, you're also going to be casting a level 40 Nova, which, based off of just like some quick dirty math calculations, is dealing something like 5,000 lightning damage when it procs. And remember, each Warshrike can pierce, and on every pierce it can proc again. So that's huge. We have really good AR, mostly because Enchant, and then we're also rocking all of the AR small charms, so we're sitting at 12k. We have just enough strength to use everything. We bumped a bit extra into Dexterity, just so that even when Enchant runs out, we're still sitting at around 10,000 attack rating, and then we put the rest into Vitality. For skills, You want to fully buff out Enchant and its synergy Warmth. You're going to max Charge Bolt, Telekinesis, and Lightning Mastery, because Lightning Mastery is going to increase the Nova damage, and also our Holy Shock damage from Dual Dream. 1 point into Teleport, 1 point into Static Field, to increase your lightning damage when you're fighting a boss, and also do percentile damage, just to start off. And then you want to put your dump points into Fire Mastery, just to increase the amount of damage that we're getting on our enchant. Now, Mac, you've talked a lot. Show me what that build do. Oh, yeah. That's looking real good. Hold on, let me come down here. Hold on, I'm gonna kill him. Hold on, I'm gonna kill him. Hold on, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, there. Oh, geez. Okay, fuck. Okay, the build is bad, y'all. The build's real bad. The build's real bad. It's real bad. So what's wrong with the build? 25% chance to proc isn't enough percent chance to proc to make throwing this thing on a sorceress worth it. I wish it was. I was actually thinking about just kind of swapping over to melee attack, because you actually get faster attack frames with it. And, it does look badass. It looks super good. You get teleport. You can throw Warshrike. Theoretically, it could be more powerful than it is, but it's just a bad build. It's just bad. If you're gonna throw a weapon, just play a barbarian or play a Javazon. Don't do this. Don't waste your time. I hope this legitimately saves somebody from not wasting their time, because it's not good. But it's the sexiest looking build in Project Diablo 2. And if you want raw style points, roll up smooth to a mapping session in this bad boy. And just say, don't worry guys, I gotcha. I'll go ahead and enchant us. I hope it was fun, at least. I'm sorry it was just a troll. You know, like, this is going to have some garbage clickbait title. But I appreciate you. Consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate that as well. And I hope that you come stick around, show up for the live stream. We're going to be streaming the beta the whole time. So if you had a cool idea for this build, or if you think there was a different way to make it work, let me know in the comments, or just come show up at stream and talk to me about it. I would love to have you. Have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one.